The movie takes place in futuristic Earth, year 2065. Humans created AI robots and lived among them until an incident occurred in which the AI detonated nuclear bomb in Los Angeles, killing over 1 million people. The America proclaimed war on AI while Asia continued to work with and support the robots. Current story begins in a small beach in Asia, with soldiers approaching the land. We meet Joshua and his wife Maya laying in bed and talking about their future child, which the woman is carrying. Meanwhile, the AI captured an American soldier named Drew and brought him to the house. After realizing their hideout has been compromised, the robots depart, leaving the couple with the soldier. It turns out that Joshua is actually a sergeant working undercover to find the mastermind behind the AI called Nirmata. As he's trying to contact his superiors through the radio, Maya overhears everything and says that he was supposed to quit. Maya runs away while Joshua gets apprehended by soldiers. She gets on the boat that gets targeted by a weapon spaceship called Nomad, which launches a rocket towards them. Years later, Joshua still has dreams about events of the past. He then goes to work and encounters leftover AI crying about his lost daughter. Joshua quickly kills him, claiming that he is just programmed and not real. We learn that Nomad is the key to winning the war against the AI. While swimming late at night, Joshua gets approached by Colonel Howell and General Andrews. They claim they've located Nirmata, and he's where Joshua was stationed. General Andrews says that Nirmata developed super weapon capable of destroying Nomad. Although at first indifferent to helping them, he quickly changes his mind when they show him that his wife Maya is still alive. While on the plane, Colonel Howell says that she lost both of her sons in the war to relate to Joshua. Soldiers then land on the enemy territory. After a short march, they find a local village. One of the soldiers named McBride tries to get the information from the farmers. Joshua spots the shrine and moves a statue on it, which opens the secret passage leading underground. Some of the soldiers enter while leaving the rest on the standby. Soldiers led by Joshua begin shooting inside the bunker. Shortly after, they claim they've located the weapon while Joshua tries looking for Maya. After infiltrating deeper in the bunker, they kill more scientists. Meanwhile, the AI police approaches the female soldier outside and the fight begins. After hacking the door, Joshua enters the chamber with the weapon, but to his surprise, there is only a small robot girl in there. He gets ambushed by one of the scientists. After that, the child escapes outside into the war zone. Howell came back to extract the secret weapon because Nomad is about to fire at their position. Joshua follows the child outside, still looking for his wife, Maya. The soldiers are now trying to evacuate in order to avoid crossfire. The female soldier makes a run for it but gets caught by a time bomb, which causes the whole plane to crash. Nomad then launches a rocket, destroying the AI base. Joshua wakes up in the boat being approached by the kid. While looking around the area, he finds a soldier named Shipley in terrible condition on the ground. They hide in a nearby village from the AI police. We learn that the kid has the power to control the technology. Howell contacts Shipley through the radio, and Joshua says that the weapon is a child. She then orders him to kill it, before she gets arrested by the AI police. In the car, turns out that McBride survived the crash. Joshua points the gun at the kid but is stopped by AI villager. The robot says that he's gonna kill Joshua and save the child. Shot is fired, alarming nearby AI forces. Soldier believes that the kid can lead him to Maya. The three of them then go inside the car as robots surround the house. They throw in a grenade that gets picked up by a good boy, who then brings it back outside, killing the robots. Meanwhile, 2 captured soldiers manage to kill the AI police and take over the vehicle. After demanding to take him to the base, Shipley dies due to his wounds. After that, Joshua names the kid Alfie, and both of them join random villagers in order to get to the city where the man has a friend. The Howell and McBride find Shipley, and they extract information about Joshua's plans. Upon arriving at the border, they get spotted, and Alfie turns out power, allowing the group to escape as they are getting shot at. In the bus, Joshua and Alfie have deep conversation about heaven solidifying their relation. Joshua says he won't go to heaven because he is a bad person. Alfie says she won't go to heaven because she is not a person. Once they reach the city, it's time to meet his friend. It turns out it's Drew, the soldier from the beginning of the movie. Apparently, he changed sides. After examining Alfie, Drew says that she is special and will be able to control any technology according to her will. Joshua then asks for the device that can track a ring that he gave Maya when they started investigating her, believing she is the daughter of Nirmata. Meanwhile, Alfie says that the police is coming for her. Disguised as ice cream, police gives Drew's AI girlfriend a bomb. The AI police tries to save Alfie from the American, but she is unwilling to go with them as she grew close to Joshua. As they're trying to take Alfie by force, Man comes to rescue her, efficiently handling all robots. As they are about to leave, Drew cries for his AI girlfriend, which surprises Joshua. The police then raids the empty building, and turns out 2 of them are the American soldiers in pursuit of Alfie. The group then follows the tracker, hoping to find Maya. It leads to an old house that Joshua used to live in with his wife. Drew tries to stop Joshua, but he goes out regardless. Alfie follows him shortly after. At the house, Joshua finds the ring with the tracker, realizing his wife is not there. He then asks Alfie where his wife is, making her cry. Drew joins them and says that the AI are here and they have to run. Unfortunately, he gets shot, and as he's dying, he reveals that Nirmata is Maya, as they found out about it the night of the attack, explaining why Joshua wasn't informed. As Drew passes, AI police gets closer and they have to run. At the end of the beach, they get captured by the robots, and Joshua meets his old acquaintance, Harun. He then gets knocked out by the robots. While unconscious, the man dreams about his wife, Maya. He wakes up on the ship controlled by robots as they are on the way to one of the AI hideouts. Harun then explains that Maya became Nirmata after her father's death, and Alfie has been made using embryo of their child, making Joshua her father. He also says that the nuke in Los Angeles was humans' fault, blamed on the AI, and that they just want to live in peace. Their conversation gets interrupted by an attack on the nearby base. Using the commotion, Alfie frees Joshua with her powers. The man then escapes the ship and hides beneath it. As the robots have no time to search for him, they return to base. Once there, we can observe the casualties of the Nomad's attack. Meanwhile, Joshua sneaks his way into the base. He learns that Alfie was made to destroy Nomad and end the war, sacrificing herself in the process. We then see Alfie enjoying life and playing with all the human children inside the base. Once night came, Joshua begins his mission of bringing Alfie back with him. Instead of killing Harun, who's protecting the child, he only puts him in standby mode, showing mercy. He then invites Alfie to come with him to find Mother. As they are leaving, the base gets attacked by Americans. The whole village evacuates and the robots get ready to defend their land. Big army tank comes forward, destroying everything in its path. Upon realizing that they've came for her, Alfie runs back to the village in order to defend it. The fight continues with the Americans constantly bombing and destroying all surroundings. In one of the tanks there are Howell and McBride. They are preparing suicide bomber robots in order to destroy the opposition. Unable to stop it, the suicide bot successfully explodes inside the base. Howell then prepares a second bot. This one gets stopped by Alfie, who disabled it with her powers. She then gets shot by McBride, who came to retrieve her. As the full-on fire commenced, Joshua approaches Alfie and kills McBride in self-defense. With Alfie unconscious, Harun approaches the two and acknowledges Joshua as one of them. As the fighting continues, the group leaves to see Nirmata in order to fix Alfie. Harun explains that Maya put all her love she had to Joshua towards making Alfie. The scene then skips to past, showing Maya working on the baby. Upon arriving on the island, they are being escorted by AI monks. Joshua then hands them Alfie over so they can bring her to Maya. After some time passes, the man is finally allowed to go and see his wife. Unfortunately, he learns that she is in the coma since the attack from 5 years ago, and there is no way to bring her back, but the robots can't end her suffering as she is their creator. Joshua apologizes to his wife and realizes that he is the one that has to turn the life support off. As both of them begin to cry, the man finally lets his wife rest in peace, sending her to the afterlife. The family reunion gets interrupted by American forces approaching with Nomad in the sky. The robots begin preparing to defend their base. Soldiers begin to assault the village, destroying everything and trying to find out information about other bases. As this unfolds, the Colonel Howell finds Joshua and asks him to hand over the weapon and Nirmata. He responds that Nirmata is already gone. The colonel then tries to scan her brain in order to obtain information. Meanwhile, Harun sneaks behind them, but gets stopped by 2 soldiers. He fires the time bomb at Colonel, but gets shot as well. The bomb gets stopped by Alfie, but the soldiers try to shoot her, making the bomb go off anyway, killing all 3 in the process. Turns out Harun is still alive, and he orders them to go and destroy Nomad. Before departing, Joshua takes the chip with Maya's brain on it. Once they are out, they get stopped by American soldiers, who claim that Joshua is a hero because he found the weapon and killed Nirmata. They have to evacuate as Nomad is about to strike. Upon reaching the ships, they get split by force. Joshua is being told, "It's just programming, it's not real," by one of the soldiers as they put him to sleep. In the next scene, Joshua and General Andrews are together in underground lab. The army man explains that they tried to terminate Alfie, but she didn't let them, and it's better if Joshua kills her now because it's gonna be painful if the scientists do it. Alfie asks him if she's going to heaven, to which he whispers something in her ear, but it can't be heard due to magnetic waves from the weapon. He then shoots and kills Alfie. Joshua asks the general if he can be there when they're gonna incinerate her, to which the man agrees. Joshua is in the car with Alfie's body as they're being escorted. Meanwhile, the general learns that Joshua told the child to go on standby before he shot her, and he immediately called for the convoy to stop, but the man already told the kid to switch off power. As the vehicle crashed, they both escaped and headed into the airport from where they planned to go into Nomad. While being chased, they managed to get onto the plane. As the plane was ordered to return to Earth, Alfie, using her powers, took over and headed towards the Nomad. As they landed, the station soldiers prepared to confront them. Joshua equipped spacesuit and opened the shuttle, which led to all the soldiers getting sucked out. Upon realizing the danger, General ordered to launch the missiles into all known AI bases. Joshua ordered Alfie to go inside the control room and switch off the power in order to stop the missiles, while he will put on the explosives to destroy the ship. Although few rockets managed to get deployed, Alfie finally turned off the power, and Joshua planted the bomb. On her way back, Alfie stumbled across the room with robots and found that they were a copy of her mother. She dragged the body with her and tried installing the chip with Maya's brain inside. Unfortunately, she wasn't waking up and Joshua was calling for help as he was running low on oxygen. Alfie finally leaves and reunites with Joshua so they can escape together. In order to stop them, the scientists deployed remotely controlled tentacle robot. Joshua managed to shut the door off the escape pod to save Alfie. As the battle unfolded, the missiles on Earth were close to hitting their targets. Using her powers, Alfie stopped the robot and tried opening the doors, but they were closed shut. Simultaneously, the bomb detonated, igniting all the missiles and in process destroying the Nomad. The missiles on Earth all fell without exploding and hitting their previous targets. As the Nomad was getting destroyed, Joshua realized he's not going to make it, so he told Alfie that he loves her and that he's going to heaven and he will be waiting there for her. After the child returned the feelings, he released the escape pod. He went back inside the spaceship where he met Maya, which the girl earlier tried to awaken. They embraced each other in their final moments as the ship ceased to exist. Across all Asia, people were celebrating Nomad's fall as it meant end of terror for them. The movie ends with Alfie embracing the victory with the tears of joy.